don't think
That would have
think
been
it's
a
wrong.
really, really negative situation had they fought at the grand opening of the Marathon Burger.
Yeah.
for sure. It would have went. It would have been. But my thing is, all right. So they ended up both going right because I seen a picture of, or I seen a video of Brandon out there.
Yeah.
And then Almighty ended up being out there too. So what happened? They never ran across each other.
So no, Brandon just made like a live stream this morning. I watched like some of it. And he said, so he showed like the Uber receipt. So like he said, yo, I called my Uber at 4:47. The Uber got here at like 5:03.
Yeah.
And 5:03 is when I hopped in and left. So meaning, so he says, yo, the event was from 12 to 4. I stayed like an hour later. You feel me? And he claims that the suspect got there around 6 p.m. So like, and he's saying, was I supposed to come at 12 and stay 6 hours until 6? Or it's from 12 to 4, I'll stay 1 hour later, you feel me, like talking to people. And when, people that I knew was like, getting ready to leave, I left too.
So how do you feel about it though? Because these
Nigga, what do you feel about it?
Nah, because you're the one that's antagonized it with your
how?
Because you made a video saying that this is gonna start a LA gang war.
No,
so these being your former hosts, former co-host, or one that's still a co-host with us right now. How do you feel that you're kind of like, amping up the fire?
I push back on that narrative because I didn't say it's going to. Going to means I'm instigating.
Oh, you said it can start a LA gang war.
No,
you're like highlighting all the
it has started
all the bullshit.
It has started one.
No, go into is instigate. It has, meaning it's already here. I'm just covering it. Like I'm just reacting to what it's going on.
Warring right now.
Sure. Well, wait though. So again, Brandon is from a gang. I'm gonna let you feel me. And let him tell y'all where he's from. The other person Brandon was with, they're apparently a gangbanger. I'm gonna let them tell y'all.
I am Savvy Mike in this. As I am Savvy Mike TV. And well, we have Riemoh, of all people, checking Flacco for his clickbait titles and always insinuating that someone has started a gang war. Now, if you don't know, Flacco posted a video on his channel. Shout out to Flacco. We fuck with Flacco over here. But he posted a video to his channel about the almighty suspect Brandon situation. If you don't know, Brandon was at the Marathon Burger, and he was on his IG story. Apparently, almighty suspect said he was about to pull up to the Marathon Burger. He pulled up. Brandon left. Now, there was more reaction to this. Apparently, there might be a boxing match. Who knows? Who cares? I just like the fact that Riemoh kind of checked Flacco because he was like, that encounter or whatever that was between Brandon and suspect at the Marathon Burger that day is starting a gang war. That's kind of hilarious. Like, Flacco, all the Crips in California are in jail right now fighting Rico. No gang war can be started at the moment, bro. But he knows his job and he does. I'm not mad at it because at the end of the day, he does his job and he does it well. He understands that I have to insinuate these things because that's what's going to get people to click on the fucking video and see whoa, gang war because of almighty suspect. What's going on, to the eye that really doesn't indulge these things and understands what's going on. So yeah, Flacco does his job well, but I just found this argument kind of interesting. Let's look.
But when the flyer dropped, it's kind of like I now have to come because the fans are gonna think that I'm a bitch if I don't show up.
That's like a whole pride and ego thing. So it's like it's really just.
Well, we're dealing with men here, right? Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
You feel me? Yeah. So that led to them coming on the podcast and podcasting, and that led to spit and a knife being pulled out
allegedly.
And one person got fired, and the other person kept their job. So now one person is now thinking revenge is on my mind because, nigga, I got tricked out of my position, nigga. Right? Again, I feel like if both would have kept their job, the problem would have probably stopped there for the.
How could both of them keep their job after how that shit happened?
No, again, I'm not saying that Adam's wrong. I'm saying if both would have probably kept their job,
yeah,
the issues would have probably died down from there.
Absolutely not.
But when when one lose their job, he's thinking, okay, I need revenge now, bro. I'm not done yet, right? Because I lost my job over this shit, nigga. I gotta get my flesh and blood. So that led to them.
I don't think suspects acting out any revenge bullshit.
Shit.
Isn't he just being responsive and reacting?
And he popped out at that Marathon Burger looking for Brandon.
But wasn't Brandon trying to like antagonize him to go?
Nah, because no.
I could have sworn I seen Brandon.
Yeah, because he did that
side are
even
you
when
on?
we was here on the live stream. He was doing that over the phone.
He's
So
on
she's-
Brandon's side. He's been trying to get suspect out for a minute.
Whoa.
I'm neutral in the situation. I've
So
seen
does
it.
it say that you're siding with Brandon? That's his name, Brandon, right?
He brought Brandon in.
Again, they cannot reshape the narrative when
There's
I was the
nothing to
one
reshape. There's just
one
proof.
who told them this is not a good idea. Something bad is gonna happen when you put these.
No,
two
I
dudes
totally respect
in a
you
room.
assessing the situation.
Yeah,
and
so I was
voicing
trying
it.
to save suspect,
But now in this junction that we're
Yeah.
at here, you're siding with Brandon more so.
but he
'Cause
never
right
told
now-
suspect pull up the Marathon Burger, right? Because again, Brandon came here and invited I think all of No Jumper to come to Marathon. He claims the dudes who invited him extended
Nah, but he was
the
inviting
birthday.
when we was here too. Like on the phone, he was popping shit, talking about like, "Oh, meet me at the grand opening of Marathon." And then he was
Oh, really?
like, he was like,
Oh, you're privy.
Yeah, I'm about to say she's more tapped in than I
I was
figured.
right here.
Oh, you were here?
Oh, well, where?
I was, yeah.
Oh shit, okay.
So, but he was just saying shit like that, just popping it. And then I remember Sus was just like, "Why are you trying to bring like, you know, it's a grand opening. It's supposed to be like, you know."
Oh,
like-
Brandon. Okay, well, okay, yeah, okay. So bro, Bree just exposed Brandon. Okay, so Brandon did say that.
Yeah, on the phone.
Oh,
That's
shit.
what I was telling. Brandon was
Okay.
antagonizing him to like, hey, I'm gonna be here at this
Yeah.
shit.
Was
And he
it
said, and
Brandon?
then suspect was like, why are you trying to invite niggas to a fade? We can walk out here right now. Like, why I
Okay.
gotta meet you at Marathon Burger?
Yeah,
Something
because
like
he
that,
was
right?
like, it's supposed to be like, you know, it's the Nipsey shit, the marathon. It's supposed to be like
Yeah.
great vibes type shit, not just meet up and just like, hey, let's square up type shit.
Mm.
So it's like he was already poking suspect. So it's just like there's only a matter of
So what I did see from it, so I seen a video.
Suspect ain't wrong
I
then.
don't think fighting at Venice Boardwalk is smart for one.
Nah,
There's
but suspect
not
not wrong
police.
then, right? Because if you invite me and say, nigga, I'm gonna be here. If it's smoke pop out, then suspect not wrong for popping out.
I don't
He's
think
not-
That
think
would have
he's
been
wrong.
a really, really negative situation had they fought at the grand opening of the Marathon Burger.
yeah.
for sure. It would have been. But my thing is, all right. So they ended up both going right because I seen a picture of, or I seen a video of Brandon out there,
Yeah.
and then Almighty ended up being out there too. So what happened? They never ran across each other.
So no, Brandon just made like a live stream this morning. I watched like some of it. And he said, so he showed like the Uber receipt. So like he said, yo, I called my Uber at 4:47. The Uber got here at like 5:03.
Yeah.
And 5:03 is when I hopped in and left. So he says, yo, the event was from 12 to 4. I stayed like an hour later. You feel me? And he claims that the suspect got there around 6 p.m. So like, and he's saying, was I supposed to come at 12 and stay 6 hours until 6? Or it's from 12 to 4, I stayed 1 hour later, you feel me, like talking to people. And when, people that I knew was like, getting ready to leave, I left too.
So how do you feel about it though? Because all right, these
Nigga, what do you feel about it?
Nah, because you're the one that's antagonized it with your
How?
Because you made a video saying that this is gonna start a LA gang war.
No,
so these being
I
your
said
former host,
it
former
started-
co-host, or one that's still a co-host with us right now. How do you feel that you're kind of like, amping up the fire?
I pushed
to
back
make
on
them-
that narrative because I didn't say it's going to. Going to means I'm instigating.
Oh, you said it can start a
No,
LA gang war.
No,
And you're like highlighting all the
No, it has
all
started.
the bullshit.
It
No.
has started one?
No, go into is instigate. It has, meaning it's already here. I'm just covering it. Like I'm just reacting to what it's
gangs
going
are you
on.
warring right now?
Sure. Well,
It's a gang thing?
wait though. So again, Brandon is from a gang. I'm gonna let you feel me. And let him tell y'all where he's from. The other person Brandon was with, they're apparently a gangbanger. I'm gonna let them tell y'all.
Wait, Flacco, bro. Hold up, fam. Wait a minute. You cannot, I don't think the Brandon guy has ever openly said he was a part of a gang. Why are you putting that on his jacket? Why are you putting that on his friend's jacket? Like, you're just basically you're snitching on them. In defense of you making a clickbait title, you don't even have to really defend it. Like, I would just say it was clickbait. Like, bruh, I'd be like, Riemoh, my nigga, you know what I'm doing. Like, don't play. You know what's going on. Like, of course it's not going to start a gang war, but It's good for the title. What do you want from me? Like, you don't have to defend any of that. You don't have, like, bruh. Like, at the end of the day, it is what it is. And look, you make it sound how you make it sound. Like, but I wouldn't, like, be, like, if Flacco, if you really know that Brandon and Suspect are gang members and they got gang members around them, bro, you should not be telling on them. You shouldn't be snitching on them. You shouldn't be ratting on them, man. Because I didn't know that. And you are on No Jumper. And yeah, they might have got the niggas that the feds are still watching. They're still Flacco. They're still watching. So now this Brandon guy, he got eyes on him. Eyes that he didn't want. Eyes that he probably didn't think he would get on him, especially if he's what you say he is. Come on now, Flacco. You gotta be smarter than that, bro. Just gotta be smarter than that.
And then Suspect is now pulling up, trying to engage, locating 2 active gangbangers. Well, not really. To me, if you're still in the gang, you are still active, but I guess you can be in a gang and not really do crime no more.
Yeah.
So they're not, okay, so they're
gang
not.
banging and gang members.
Yeah. They're
things.
not active crime participators,
For
but
sure.
they're still members of their gangs. So if Suspect is pulling up, hunting down 2 active gang members, well, nigga, that's a gang war, nigga, right? Like, y'all are engaged in street conflict with gangs.
No, because then we hear Brandon say that it's just a him and Suspect thing. I don't think it's like a
No,
gang thing.
nigga, the other person said, nigga, no, Suspect told the other person, nigga, stay right there. I'm coming for you too, right?
Oh, so there's some who?
Don't.
I'm not giving that bitch ass like clout chaser no thing.
Oh, so Rich Trapper.
Yo, bro, but y'all love to give niggas clout for some reason.
Bro, you making videos
about
about the nigga, and then now it's like, bro,
but what is wrong with y'all? Like why
are you
y'all
making videos about niggas?
And then you're talking about him and not referencing him,
Where?
which creates way more
Yeah,
interest.
bro. If you would have never,
You're doing this.
you're alluding to him. I'm guessing. And
Have
then,
you watched the video?
nah.
Okay, then like
I'm just hearing you say it.
Yeah,
You said
so
the other gang member. The only person I seen Brandon was
Okay,
with was
but
Rich
why you-
Trapper.
But y'all love giving niggas like these like free shout outs and
Nah,
clout.
you just don't want us to give shout outs to niggas you got beef with, and that's not how this shit
Exactly.
work, nigga. You don't run this shit.
Shout out
fuck?
Dan
No.
Cause you beefing with a nigga, we supposed to just like.
But the same nigga who disrespect y'all on like a daily basis again.
Let me ask you this,
What?
though, because that's gonna just be
What?
a fucking never-ending circle.
And he has said fuck no jumper, and he has called Adam like multiple lies and names. Like,
Okay,
bro,
you
again,
making videos about him still?
but y'all blocked him from y'all chat.
I haven't blocked nothing. I don't even know the nigga.
No, like,
I've literally never met him or talked about
I
him.
don't even know what that is.
okay, but like he's blocked from the no jumper chat,
Let me
and his
ask
name
you
is
this.
blocked too.
Just to keep it moving from there.
Wait, no, wait, pause. But do you understand the hypocrisy here, okay? Y'all blocked the nigga name from the chat.
Stop saying y'all though.
can't-
Who's
well-
y'all? Adam did.
And also, if
And
he
who
was
runs the
blocked,
chat?
then he-
I don't know.
If he was blocked, he did something that required him to be blocked. No one's just
But yeah,
blocked.
y'all can't stop saying his name on these podcasts.
But you making
You're
videos talking about him though,
You're
my nigga.
referencing him.
No.
What the fuck are you talking
You're
about?
No.
making a video referencing him, and then you're mad because
Who?
we say his name, Rich Trapper.
Stop
or
saying
whatever.
who. You don't know who we're talking about.
No, that's y'all boy. I don't know who you're talking about, but I'm
You're
saying
making videos about
no.
him.
I'm saying right. This weird obsession with saying these people's names that
It's
nobody
weird to
knows.
not say
What
their
did he
name.
do?
That's y'all obsession.
No, it's
That's-
weird for you to.
All right,
talk
but I'm
about
just
him,
saying, bruh,
not to say his name.
bruh, like for some reason y'all have this weird obsession with saying these niggas' names, and I don't know why.
No, you're weird for talking about them and not referencing.
We
them.
are talking about who
You're talking
Brandon
about them. You're
and
talking about
suspect.
them.
How?
You
You said
them
he
up.
brought up two
Who?
gang members, and
Stop playing stupid.
you highlighted
How?
that he had
Stop,
two gang
dude,
members though.
stop.
How though?
Hey,
What
but
are you
did you
talking
highlight
about?
that he had two gang members?
Y'all are
I never-
obsessed.
I never
Y'all
really
are
raised
obsessed
your
with saying these
voice.
niggas' names,
Hey,
and I don't
Josh
know why.
finna snap on this nigga. Nah, hold on. You highlighted that there was two gang members though, right? So I'm asking, who's the other gang member?
Y'all are obsessed.
Let me ask you this.
And I'm saying I don't understand where this obsession came from. I don't say these weird niggas' names. You feel me?
But is that the other gang
Let
member,
me ask
right?
you
What's up?
a slightly off-brand topic.
Okay, what's the off-brand topic?
At what point do we stop making irresponsible content saying gang wars and making shit bigger than it has to be?
It's not a gang war?
I wouldn't say it is.
I
Okay, well, hey man, if multiple gangs are involved in a conflict, is war.
Okay, all right. We'll stop it right there. That was about the gist of the argument there. Bro, Flacco funny. He know how to deflect, number one. But the person that was in the background that was checking them as well, I believe that's Josh. I believe that is Adam's brother-in-law. So yeah, nepotism higher for sure. But that's who that was, if you were wondering. Like, who is this yelling at Flacco in the background? But either way, I found this entertaining. Nothing too much to think about, regardless of it. If anything, I agree with Flacco. I mean, y'all would know. Like, Michael, your titles be clickbait as hell, too. Hell yeah. I got to do something. See, I'm coming from the ground up. Other niggas got platforms and clout to stand on. I ain't got none of that. I got to figure it out. So, look, if I was into that type of content, if I was, like, into, like, inciting and talking about, you know, the street politics and the hood politics, boy, what? Niggas would be inciting gang wars on this channel every day. Dead ass. dead ass. But either way, let me know what y'all think in the comments below. I am Savvy Mike in this. I am Savvy Mike TV. Peace.